Welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous again. We're gonna beat the game on the Trickster Mythic path again. See the new ending slides, the extended ones for the romance, and if there's one for the new DLC as well. Also, there might be one for the Lord of Nothing DLC. But it should be a cakewalk. We're stronger than we were last time we beat the game, and we've done it once before, so we've proven our worth. What if you're also Lord of Nothing? What if even nothing was taken away from the Lord?
After breaking the blockade of the demon armies and defeating Discari, the crusade forces close in on the Threshold Fortress. The place where 100 years ago, the first rift between the planes was opened. The place where this story will end.
Plus, the Lord of Something doesn't have the same ring to it. Look at this big nerd back here. This is one of my favorite sections in the game, as you run through and all your allies run to help you. What do you mean? I challenged you all the time, and wrecked your armies all the time.
I crave for adventure.
Or they're lost and confused, they don't know where they're at. Like, I know it's the Lord of Something, I just don't remember what it was. Honestly, it sounds like the onset of a degenerative disease, so you should probably go see a doctor and get diagnosed. Alright, everybody get your beards.
Well?
You require my counsel.
Something wrong?
Wise.
Nav Eya Urama. 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 Wash Han. Ha. E. Riti. Ha. Ha. E. Riti. Hama. Soa. Aya. Hama. Soa. Aya. Hama. Soa.
Rules are made to be broken. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
Oh shoot, that's an AoE spell, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sitting there casting it over and over again for no reason.
Aboran Sentes. Aboran Sentes. Aboran Sentes. Aboran Sentes. Aboran Sentes. Aboran Sentes. Stagioni Savitur. 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 Ona Adayana.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
Ona Adayanam! Ona Adayanam! Ona Adayanam! Ona Adayanam!
Let's rest me already. Ona Adayana. 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 Inimosi travisi. Avranda gratio. Aborane sentes.
Allow me.
Tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Anishrim sukino.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Ask nicely.
Speak with your actions.
All right.
Not your
Finally all
words.
set. Let's go take care of some demons.
This way.
The Hell Knights.
How could you not open?
For me.
Yes. Cover me, all right?
The spirits demand your blood!
Oh, I forgot some buffs.
It is not an option.
The world in crimson!
Stab you or zap you.
Forgot some
Why
of
not both?
Camelia's buffs.
You are today's sacrifice!
Alright, Darren, calm it down. A purple worm. Who is that? Got a heavy mace. Oh, Chief Soul and Char. Still don't think I'm saying his name right. Swarms, oh man.
Kneel before me.
Alright, that's what we got Sirocco for.
May I see your entrails, please?
Oh, just letting Nightcrawler. I mean, it's a Purple Worm variant for sure.
This one's mine!
Desna, guide my hand.
Go for their
Press
hearts!
the attack.
Work! Work, you silly spell! I will see to your demise!
I'll cut you wide open!
Wherever my legs carry me.
Oh yeah, so buffs
What's
to
on
get
your
out.
mind? I wonder.
Or at least one. No, I did Stone Skin Communal. Let's do it again.
Ora Ariana.
I'm here. Where else would I be? Who? Me?
Oh wow, it still ate up
Something
my
wrong?
charge here. That's alright.
Fine.
So that's okay.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
This is Winter Sun. And the Knights of the Flaming Lance. And the Storyteller.
Blood!
A Wolf, a Dire Bear. Yeah, I guess Mara. I don't think the blind woman should be up front, but what do I know?
Blood.
Your head!
These guys can get annihilated.
You are today's sacrifice!
Let the attack commence!
Oh, behind us too.
For stealth.
I'll get some healing out. Oh, take it easy, Storyteller. Fight's over, big guy. Hey man, welcome to the stream.
What's in wait for me there?
There's any reason to go up here, right? Doesn't hurt to check. Usually pays to be thorough.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Arsino. Golfray. Oh, you guys got it. Alright, Darren, take it easy. Your AI is not even turned on and he's running forward like that. Alright, another Sirocco for the swarms. We have like Flame Strike, don't we? Firestorm.
To the last breath.
we go. Alright, go get him, guys.
Is not an
Not you,
option.
Darren. You hang back. I mean, gotta hand it to him. He's just charging in with the... Oh, what's he got? Well, he's got 21 strength. That's more than Woljiv. His stats aren't terrible.
Distract them from me.
It isn't my time yet. Go for their heart! I'll cut you wide open.
I forgot there's so many swarms in this area. Definitely wouldn't hurt to have these Swarmbane clasps equipped.
Guide my hand.
All these guys are terrified of us.
The spirits demand your blood!
Off with your head. Precision. And
Alright, stop running. I want to trigger the next fight. There we go. Little paralyze. 181 damage sneak attack. 1 damage from Darren. What would he do without him?
I welcome your company.
Let's get some more temp health out.
Forwards! No, no, backwards. Backwards!
So I'm pretty sure there's no like loot to find just laying around. Which I do appreciate for these final stretches. So it takes away some of the climacticness of the zone if you're constantly like having to search for loot on the sides, but you don't know that there's no loot, so you still have to search. Let's look up Benoth. Probably solo these guys if he wanted to. He's a demon lord after all.
Time to share your treasures!
Here.
You are today's sacrifice!
Kneel before me.
Surprise!
So I messed up and it clicked everybody forward. Whoopsies.
Cover me, all right?
Killing is what I was made for.
Should still have it.
Go for their heart!
Struggles
Did you
end
like
here.
that? What? You didn't?
Oh, that's right, I'm controlling my character. Good luck, guys.
Make your peace.
Excruciating.
I will resist.
With your head!
Prepare yourself.
I wonder what lies.
Desna, guide my hand.
Tactical retreat! No?
I'll cut you wide open!
Make your peace.
I wonder what
Oh, thanks for a little sideways.
Am I at my limit?
Stab you or zap you?
It's the last fight. But yeah, I
Excruciating.
had it clicked forward like I
will
did.
resist.
Oh shoot, he's dead. Well, that's a game over anyway. Where's my last save at? Whoopsies. Yeah, I sent Darren forward, so he couldn't heal because he was dead.
I crave for adventure.
Gonna pop that. Also, I keep forgetting to use his stances. That would help out quite a bit.
You called?
Missed me already.
Got a few extra buffs here. Does he not have that equipped anymore? Yeah, why can't I use the ability?
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
How does he have that equipped? Throw this on too. Dying is also anticlimactic, thank you. I mean, I don't know, it could be climactic. If you get the killing blow on the enemy. We took out Koremzada, or whatever the Baelor's name is. Yeah, it's like the Arthurian legend, where King Arthur and Mordred mortally wound each other at the same time.
Shall we move?
Ask
We
nicely.
shall move.
Please, allow me.
I'm
Here.
unmade to be
I'm
ruled.
prepared.
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun.
Well, I'll throw out some extra stuff real quick, just to make sure we secure
Open
the
your heart to me.
victory this time.
Something wrong?
You require my counsel. Wise.
Who? Me?
Like quick. Uh-oh.
This way.
Can we retreat already?
Oh, now what's the start?
My sight.
Cover me, all right?
I will resist.
With your head.
That was weird.
Burn. Slice. Behead. Yes, behead.
Retreat is not an option. Kneel before.
Prepare yourself.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
May I see your entrails, please? Let the
Distract them from
attack
me.
commence.
The world in crimson. I'll cut you wide open.
Alright, so who's paralyzing? It looks like it's Camellia that's doing the paralyzing. Yeah, it's this. Hey, Temper Rain. This time just watch me beat this in my first attempt.
The spirits demand your blood. You are today's sacrifice.
Press the attack.
A dear guest on my doorstep. Please do come in. You have been long awaited.
I can feel the madness radiating from you, Areelu. What has changed since the last time we met?
Nothing at all.
Alright, yeah, have the courage to meet me in the flesh. Stop with your games, despite, being a trickster.
There will be no more games, trust me. And I definitely won't run. There is too much at stake.
I mean, it would have been okay if my main character didn't have that demon graft effect. Which, I don't think I'd actually seen it rock like that before. I know it's supposed to, so maybe they finally fixed it?
The path to your souls and the world wound's healing demands my death. The accursed threshold prison where everything began must be where everything comes to an end. So I invite you in once again. Cross this threshold. I'll be waiting for you in the heart of the fortress, in the place where the wound was opened.
Okay. If you say so. Alright, I'll probably go back and rest up and stuff.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Like grab all this loot. Not that it really matters at this point, but how does that make the mission easier? Thanks, buddy.
Forward! Backwards!
We can
No,
transmog
no,
our
backwards.
gear at least.
Backwards!
Alright, we'll rest up. Make sure we have all of our cooldowns up. We'll buff up. We'll probably buff up 2 more times before the end. Not including the B team battle. Buff up before we enter, then we'll buff up before we fight Areelu. I do remember having a little bit of trouble with Areelu with this character last time.
This endeavor rushes toward its conclusion. I wish to speak with you.
Alright.
To be honest, I almost stopped believing that I would live to see this moment. It has been at least 50 years since I stopped hoping and believing it could happen. And yet, here we are, at the entrance to Threshold. All thanks to you. I have made a great many mistakes in my life, and I suppose I shall pay for every one of them, in this life or in the afterlife. But few mistakes became apparent to me as quickly and as painfully as my feud with you.
You should reflect on this mistake often.
You are being merciless, but I deserved that.
What are you going to do after we win?
I am going to rule Mendev. What else? I do not seem to have much choice in that. I have become a symbol of battle and of the war for our liberation. I hope I am wise enough to become a symbol of peace, too.
I don't get Mephistopheles in this one. Only on Legend, and I guess Demon. Or, Devil. I have a request. When we win, the ward stones will no longer be needed. Whatever happens to me, free the angels imprisoned inside them.
You are right. I shall fulfill your request, although it will be difficult. No one in Mendev knows the sacrifice that the creation of the ward stones demanded. The stones themselves are seen as a symbol of hope and safety. To destroy them would be akin to dismantling the fortress walls around Mendev's cities. It will provoke suspicion and panic, even if the demons are defeated by that time. But the angels have done their duty and should be freed. Therefore, should we win, I shall carry out your request, even if it means losing the people's trust.
I have to go.
Yes, of course. May Iomade be with you, or any other higher power you believe in.
Westria in this run. Hi, Laura, my man.
Trail.
Anything I need in here? It wouldn't hurt to have, I guess, more resurrect scrolls. File those. This is actually really good. But I won't buy it. I think that's what I did this time around, yeah. These are my favorite quests in the game. My favorite NPC. Good job. A sad story.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
No, it's Neneo's mask. One tied to request anyway.
This way.
Chief, is there any chance, even a tiny one, that we can just, call this whole thing off now and go home?
Do you have lunch? I don't remember.
Before, I would have just made a run for it, but I can't do that now. Something is holding me back, and I really don't like the thought of leaving you high and dry. See what you turned me into?
Have I turned you into a hero, maybe?
If you want to send me to the front line, I ain't going, so don't even try that hero stuff on me. I'm gonna fight because I don't want to die. And because we're kind of friends now. And don't you go getting yourself killed either. I can't stand being sad, so just don't do that to me.
Everything will be fine. If it isn't, well, it was nice knowing you.
Likewise. Well, come on. What are you standing around for? Go and command this crusade of yours. Let's try to wrap this up quick. That reminds me! The Tiefling's merchandise is still at your disposal. So don't be afraid to ask if you find yourself in need of something.
What do you got? Probably nothing I want.
Not a bad spot to end this war. Formidable, menacing. It has a certain style about it. Seeing as our contract is coming to an end, Commander, let me just say that you are the most impressive client I've ever had the pleasure to work with. And a highly lucrative pleasure it's been, too.
Let me try whatever it is you've been smoking all this time.
It's strong stuff from Garand. What do you think?
That's disgusting.
We all have different tastes. I like to slowly kill myself in this manner, whereas you prefer more extravagant methods.
Well, time is money. We shouldn't squander it.
Now you're talking. Why don't you show me who it is we need to kill to win this war? Areelu Vorlesh? I'll wish that lady sweet dreams with unalloyed pleasure.
So this is it then. The final push. The last battle where the great heroes will vanquish Areelu Vorlesh and close the world wound, ridding Galarian of a deadly threat. That is how the chronicles will tell it, I'm sure. You know very well, my friend, that this was never my war. I was merely following the person who offered me protection. I could not have cared less where you led me. That was before. But now, I am surprised to find that I have something to lose. This battle could cost me something I never expected to find. Something I never aspired to. But something which I gain nonetheless. Us. The thought of losing that frightens me.
We'll go through this trial together, and afterward we can discuss our plans for the future. Now's not the time for doubts. Together, we will win.
Rush headlong into battle, come what may? I approve of this plan.
This is it. The last fortress. It's been a long road from the river city to here. We walked and walked and walked along the road, and suddenly, there's no more road.
Are you ready for battle?
Nobody is ready. It will be scary, very scary. In the last fortress, all the lies will end, and the truth will rise. It's scary, but it's good.
Truth. Lies. What are you talking about?
Nobody knows what will happen next. People are afraid of the future, so that's why they make it up. They lie to themselves so it's not so scary. They convince themselves and others of the things they make up. But one day the future will come. The story ends, for better or worse. When everything's already happened, there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. And there's no reason to lie.
Well, what are you going to do when the war is over?
The Redeemed Knights say they need me. I think they can manage fine without me, but maybe I really can help them somehow. I think we'll do a lot of good together.
Let's go. It's time to fight.
Hear that, Soot? It's time.
I wish this Soot showed up a little bit more dialogue. They allude to Soot being a little bit more than just, you know, a crow familiar. but it only comes up a couple of times in dialogue.
Many thoughts, so little time. Wherever my legs carry me.
Yes, we get good hope from that, I guess.
I am calculating the likelihood of your victory. Taking into consideration the fortifications of Threshold, the long period it has been under demon control, and Areelu Vorlesh, who is personally overseeing the defense, I would give the Crusaders a 30% chance of success at most.
Yeah, but I'm a trickster, so...
Of course, the presence of an illustrious scholar of Golarion in your ranks, meaning me, immediately increases your chances by 5%.
Are you afraid?
Fear is an unproductive emotion that typically gets in the way of a good experiment. And I've never indicated that I do not support my loyal follower in his battle against the demons. I simply calculated your chances of success.
Well, whatever our chances, we're not backing down.
If you win, I'll make sure to mention you in my encyclopedia. Aha! With that as an incentive, your chances have increased by 5%. Consider this my contribution to your victory.
Now, your contribution will be casting weird on the demons assaulting the fortress behind us.
Forwards? No, backwards.
My
Backwards!
last battle. We win or we die. Either way, I'll never pick up a weapon again.
I don't remember him having voice acting here, but I'm glad that he does. Well, what are you going to do after we win?
I'm going home. It's been so long.
This is your chance to get revenge on the demons.
My chance. I've thought a lot about this over the last few days. I don't want revenge anymore. I just want all this to be over.
Are you sure you want to fight in this battle? You've earned a rest.
No, I can't rest yet. Celsia will be fighting. That means I will be too.
Are you ready? Then to battle.
To battle. For the last time.
I like Trevor quite a bit. Wish he had a little bit more
There it is.
interactivity.
The Citadel, the Demon Army. You know, I expected it to be formidable and fearsome. Something that would make me quake in terror. But now that I am standing at its gates, I'm surprised at how little fear I feel. Do not mistake this for bravado. Our enemies are dangerous, but no more than that. We have traveled to the heart of the Abyss, and back again. Now we are home, on our own territory. This time, let it be the invaders who quake in terror.
Yeah, but Halsin's a lot more fleshed out than Trevor is.
When I set out for war, I imagined that I would find Trevor and together we would fight the demons, shoulder to shoulder. Fate has a caustic sense of humor. My dream came true, but not at all as I imagined. The reality of war shattered many of my romantic notions. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that he is here with us. And today we will win, all of us together.
What are you going to do after we win?
I will go home to Endoran. I will lay down my weapon and never pick up another so long as I live. Save a knife for cutting grapevines. I will serve the goddess in our old temple. And when the peasant children come to pepper me with questions about the crusade, I will do my utmost to make sure that my stories give none the idea that there is anything beautiful or romantic about war.
I wish you got a set of armor that actually looked like the armor in his portrait. I think his armor is one of the coolest I've seen in the, I guess, all the artwork. You've changed so much since we first met.
I had to. If I had a choice, I probably would have stayed the same naive little boy I was before the war. The boy who had never killed, who had never been to the Abyss, who had never buried those with whom he had sat around a campfire only the night before. Even so, when I set out to join this war, my head was full of so many romantic notions. More than usual for a naive little boy. But life found a way to shatter those most thoroughly.
Are you ready? Then to battle.
Ready. Let us drive the demons all the way back to the Abyss!
At last, this irksome crusade is drawing to a close. All right, it hasn't been that irksome. All in all, it was a fine adventure, and the company was more than adequate.
Hear that, Bismuth? Darren likes you.
The most important outcome of today, of course, will be that I shall be immortalized in works of art depicting the Fifth Crusade as the most attractive crusader.
I see you're not afraid of the fight ahead. It's only a battle against the worst horrors of the world wound, after all.
Perhaps I should reconsider. No. Others can be afraid. But I know who our leader is and what he is capable of. I have never seen you fail to rise to a challenge, no matter how impossible. So leave me and my optimism be. We will win. If anyone should be afraid, it is the wretches inside Threshold.
Well then, onward to victory.
And to the victory feast, I trust?
Hear that, Bismuth? Darren wants to eat you.
Greetings. Allow me to congratulate you on leading the armies of the Fifth Crusade to its decisive confrontation.
You have to say, all the companions... I mean, Wendewag's the only one that kind of grates me a bit. But all the companions of Wrath of the Righteous are kind of equal as far as likability go. Even if at first they give you, you know, kind of a coarse... impression.
Excellent. At last, a real achievement and a genuine chance of victory.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier now that I'm going to play through so many times. I can pick the more thematic companions for each run. But when people ask who my favorite companion is in this game, it's tough. Like, Kingmaker, I have my favorites. And like other CRPGs, it's pretty easy to pick out my favorites. But Wrath of the Righteous, I have a hard time. I feel like they're all pretty similar. Here we are at Threshold. The final battle and the resolution of the world wound problem is at hand. Are you happy?
I suppose I am. Being happy is not in my nature, but for the first time in years, I feel something akin to that emotion. It would be interesting to analyze what I experience when I see the criminal Areelu Vorlesh defeated, the demons ousted, and the world wound closed at last. It promises to be an exceptional moment.
It's been an honor to fight alongside you, Regil.
Thank you for your high estimation of my abilities. Our views on certain matters have not always aligned, but I fully recognize your achievements as a commander and as a comrade.
It's time. You ready for a bitter fight?
I am always ready.
So, this is where it all ends. When I first crossed paths with you in Neatholm, I never thought I'd end up in the very heart of the world wound. You certainly know how to enjoy yourself. I suppose now is the time to thank you for that. After everything we've gone through together, it's strange to think that I once planned to spend my whole life in those horrible catacombs under Crenabris. I know this won't sound much in the spirit of the Crusade, but betraying Hostilla was the best decision of my life.
Have you already decided what you'll do after we win?
Of course! I'll find the largest pile of spoils, sit down on it, and scare off anyone who even thinks of stealing any of it. It's almost as if you don't know me at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna romance her in my Gold Dragon run. That might be the only time I do that. It's time. Let's show them what the Underground Crusaders are made of.
Our years of exile have given us quite the score to settle. And today, the demons will pay for everything.
So this is it then? Threshold. A grubby little spot, isn't it? Looking around, I'm thinking to myself, maybe if we'd built it somewhere else, not in this god's forsaken hole, somewhere nicer, maybe then Areelu, curse her name, wouldn't have revolted. Maybe there would have been no invasion. But anyway, what's the use in wondering? Well, Warchief, are you ready? Ready to thrash all these Fae and Oglins and other Puxies? Ready to boot that king of the grasshoppers back to his magical beetle land?
Maybe it would have been better never to build Threshold at all.
But then, what would we have done with all the witches and mages?
Nothing. They'd be free to live in peace.
Maybe you're right. If we didn't bother them, they wouldn't bother us. Folk live like that in other countries with no problems at all. And they don't have world wounds opening up on them. And then, if you think about it, mages aren't the problem. The problem's them Oglins and Fae that were chomping at the bit to get into our world. Without Areelu, Discari, that dirty bug, would have just found other allies. Like my worthless brother.
After all this time, you can at least try to remember that we're fighting against demons, not Fae.
Still not long enough for me to know the difference between all the kinds of foul creatures. Remembering their names isn't my job. My job's beating them so hard they don't remember their own.
What are you going to do after we win?
What am I not going to do? That's the easier question. In war, there's only two things you can do. Kill and die. But in times of peace, there's no end to the things a man can do. I think I'll head to Gundren. After all their hardships, they could do with my help.
And now we fight.
Fight! Ah! Chrysochorus! For the Oles clan! For the war chief!
There it is. The heart of the wound. The source of all the evil that has been wrought here over the last 100 years. It all began here. And we will end it here. If Areelu Vorlesh had never opened the world wound, I would never have ended up on Galarian. I would never have met Desna. Or you. I would never have embarked on the path of good. This invasion has killed so many innocent people, but it has also led to my redemption. It means my freedom has been bought with thousands of innocent lives. But I will do everything in my power to help you close this abomination, so that no one else has to die.
You defeated the Abyss within yourself. After such a feat, routing its armies will be a breeze.
I did not do it alone. You have led your army to victory, and me to my dream.
Now you're shouldering the guilt for all the victims of the invasion. Isn't that too much for one of Rushalai to handle?
It's not about guilt. It's just that I am ashamed to take any joy in my freedom, knowing that this terrible war was the cause of it. Everyone would have been better off if the world wound had never been opened. But then I would have remained a monster. Perhaps one day I will atone for all the evil I did. But it took a far greater evil to make my redemption even possible.
What are you going to do after we win?
I now have a dream of my own. I will pursue it.
Are you ready? Then to battle.
I am ready. Let the abyss tremble in fear.
Hey! Well, are we gonna stick it to the demons one last time?
Have you thought about what you're going to do after we win?
I haven't had time to think about it. All of my thoughts are focused on the coming battle. But I think I'll stay here a while, help the world to return to a life of peace and catch any demons that aren't dead yet. And I don't want to leave all my friends either. When we have peace, there will finally be time to spend with everybody. And after that, well, stick a pin in a map. There are still many places in the world where people are in need of help. Wherever the road takes me, I'll find a way to put my blade to use. And this block of wood.
You're a true friend, Seela. It's been an honor fighting shoulder to shoulder with you.
Back at you, friend. So, are we going to crush some demons? It's time to show them the door once and for all!
All right. I don't see why. But the Trickster is kind of a... You can make anything work with the Trickster path. I feel like there's moments of lucidity and seriousness with the Trickster. Some ominous undertones here and there as well.
Let's shake a leg.
Oh no, I got a buff. Oh, that's right. Nocticulum was the top. Oh, that's right. I forgot we beat her on the Trickster mythic path.
Every succubus can bestow her dark patronage upon whomever she likes. There is one more aspect.
Alright, so we got old something or another. Darkness Caress, Headband of Perfection +8, allows us wear to add the charisma bonus to all damage dealt by ranged weapons. That's really good for Rushlai. Really boosts her damage. An extra +10. It's pretty solid.
I crave for adventure. Breathe. Ha. E. Breathe. Now. A. Now. A. Ha. E. Breathe. Ha. E. Breathe. Ha. E. Breathe. Ha. E. Breathe. Ha. E. Now. Ea. Orama. Ha. E. Ha. E.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Speak with your actions.
My tail is restless.
Words.
Yes. Now, Ea. Orama. Now, Ea. Ora. Now, Ea. Ora. Now, Ea. Orama. Now, Ea. Orama. Now, Ea. Now, Ea. Tio. Woa. An. Ha. E. Riti. Ha. I. Ha. E. Riti. Hava. Soma. Ta. Hava. Soma. Taya.
So does I keep forgetting. Does he have lunge? I think I gave it to him. I think Regil would benefit greatly from lunge. I don't think I gave it to him either. It's a missed opportunity on Regil. I think lunge was a new feat when I started this run, and maybe I just didn't think about it.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
That's right, it's AoE, I don't need to cast that. Well, she did die once this stream so far, so I hope you're having a good time. And it was my main character that took her out. Well, no. Was it? No, I think she was still kicking after he fell unconscious with 2 hit points left. Oh, I didn't see you coming. Yeah, Rachel, what does he have equipped? A little welcome respite. Looks like Sir Elton John. With his hair and the glasses.
I welcome your company.
Will prove my worth.
It's gotta be heavy metal, since he's a Hell Knight. He wears heavy armor.
You can handle them, right?
You guys are for a world of hurt, I think.
Behead!
Sometimes fights don't go in my favor, but we'll see. We should probably do this. For the dark swords.
Time to share your treasures.
I will see to your demise.
Desna, guide my hand.
Precision and grace.
Stop running.
Go for their heart.
Let's just go do this. Convert my damage into force damage. Don't really need to do that anymore with the Swarmbane clasps, but I'm gonna want to keep swapping out equipment. It'll get tedious real quick. Darren, take it easy, buddy.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh yeah, our little friend.
Make your peace.
I forget he shows up here.
I will resist.
Your pain is my
Retreat is not an option. Like that? What? You didn't? With your head.
Yeah, enjoy getting paralyzed, loser. No, it was the kid from the Abyss. Can't remember his name right now. I have gone to Zorgis.
Prepare yourself.
You basically have the option to
open.
save him from his mother, or have him stay with his mother and use her as a merchant. She sells the Vampiric Long Spear, or Vampire's Kiss, or something like that. Remember, my first playthrough, I was upset that there hadn't been like a Long Spear upgrade in so long, which doesn't really matter since Greater Magic Weapon exists. But it turns out there was one. I just happened to miss it because I was playing a good guy. She did sell some unique equipment. Yeah, so the final Elven note is in Threshold. So when you find it, you have to go back and give it to the storyteller if you're going for the well, secret ending. Or if you have the Lexicon of Paradox. What does the new Slayer class do? I know you can like turn into a swarm of crows and stuff. Does it gain anything from healing? Because the Vampire's Kiss gives you like a health on crit or something, or on charge.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Yeah, I know it's like the Vampire class. I don't know all of its mechanics though. I know it's got like the swarm it can turn into. Does it get summons? I think it can summon like wolves or something.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Seems like a pretty cool thematic class.
I see blood. Blood!
Kneel before me.
Killing is what I was made for.
Tactical retreat. No!
Cover me, all right? I can't die now. I'm not nearly
Look how
rich
tough
enough.
those guys are.
Let the attack commence.
Get him, Camellia. Camellia catches them, they get paralyzed, we can run them down. Also, why is she not enlarged? Did I not use, I did. Did that get dispelled?
I'll make short work of it.
What a mess! The spirits demand your blood. Pain is excruciating.
Oh, we're still getting attacked.
Your demise.
Sorry, guys.
Desna, guide my hand. You are today's sacrifice.
This is why I'm better.
Go for their hearts.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Alright, get him, Camellia. Not paralyzed, but we still came out on top. Not too worried about grabbing the loot here because it's the end of the game and none of it's worth grabbing. We can't sell it.
Backwards!
Skip the pleasantries.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
Alright, don't want to trigger that trap. It's a
Well,
nasty trap.
Don't mind me.
Trail me.
I think this is where that guy for the DLC shows up, right? Or no, it's up here.
peace.
Did you like that?
Great. It's a poltergeist. Okay. Run!
What's in wait
For a
for
bus
me tonight, I
world.
wonder?
Is there a fight here? This is where we fight Areelu, is it? I've come across the, No, we see her here.
Can't be dismissed as a calculation error. You knew failure was a possibility. Then why? Why?
It's over, Areelu. There's nowhere left for you to run.
Yes. It's decided. I will tell you the truth. Before we fight to the death. Would you like to know why I upended your life?
Knock yourself out. A villain monologuing in her evil stronghold. Who wouldn't want to miss that?
This place is my demi-plane. I created it when I was a prisoner in Threshold. I would slip away to conduct my rituals here in secret. This is where I decided to create what mortals would later call the World Wound. This is where I made all my preparations. Do you understand? Escaping was never my goal. I could have easily disappeared from Threshold. I could have passed through it like water through sand. Some believe that I brought Sarkoris to ruin out of revenge, and I suppose there is some truth to that. I did have reason for revenge. You've been to this secret part of my laboratory and know what I'm talking about. Or at least you have an inkling. My laboratory. The old house in the middle of nowhere that marked the entrance to my lab. It was the home of Areelu Vorlesh when I was still a mere mortal. I lived there with my son, away from the din of the crowd, and sheltered from the keen gaze of the Sarkorian witch hunters. It was a place where the reality of our world was in close proximity to the abyss, a place where I could study the magic forbidden to all Sarkorians. I thought I had hidden my home well, but I was wrong. They found it. They found us. At that hour, I was there, in the laboratory. That damned laboratory I loved so much. I was absorbed in one of my experiments when the hunters arrived on our doorstep. I was sitting at my desk, recording my observations, thoughts, and calculations, as was my habit. That's when I heard the noise outside. The fight was brief. It barely lasted a moment. By the time I sensed that something was amiss and hurried out to see what was happening, it was too late. All I could do was cradle the body of my dead child and cry after their departing soul. I promise.
Why did the Sarkorian hunters attack your son?
Because they saw him with a scroll that he had secretly borrowed from my supply. He was trying to perform a forbidden ritual. Children, they are always drawn to the unknown. But for the Threshold hunters, this child playing with a magical trinket he stole from an adult was just as much of a criminal as the worst demon worshippers.
Nothing can justify the killing of a child.
I am not concerned with whether it was justified or not, or with the application of morality, the law, or the teachings of any god. Look around you. this demi-plane. The first time I escaped from my cell and ran here, I was trying to resurrect my son. I tried many things, but all my efforts were in vain. The soul had already received Pharasma's judgment and had been sent on the path determined by the gods into the abyss. And when I realized that, I rebelled. But not against my jailers. Not against those who had murdered my child. Not even against Sarkoris. My uprising was against destiny. Death and the laws that the gods had forced upon our lives. I realized then that I wouldn't be satisfied with simply returning my son to life. I had to shatter this order once and for all, and make it so that neither Pharasma and her lackeys nor death itself could ever stand between us. Only by stepping beyond the bounds of what had been ordained for mortal kind, by obtaining powers that rivaled the divine, could we become free.
So in most cases, I'd actually side with someone like this in a game, you know, rebelling against the gods, you know, down with tyrants and all that, but she's the villain in this story, unfortunately. But she has good points.
And with this newfound purpose, I turned myself into a half-demon. Fusing the spiritual essence of the two planes was the only way I could achieve my goal. I let the abyss into my soul, and into this world. I opened the world wound. I danced around 3 demon lords, making them assist me without ever revealing my true intentions. They just believed they were dealing with another power-hungry mortal. But in reality, I was after one thing. I wanted to find what was left of my son's soul and give him a new birth. One that would prevent anything from ever harming him again. And then I found you. I chose you because I felt a faint affinity to you. I thought your soul could accept the remains of my son's soul like the soil takes a seed. I thought I could bring back my child by tethering the mangled remnants of his soul to a pure mortal soul untouched by the abyss. I thought the power of the Nahindrian crystals would allow me to protect him forever. That I could tear him away from the dominion of mortal nature. But I was mistaken in both assumptions. Now I'm about to face the consequences of my mistake. You will witness them as well.
Mythic rank 10, finally.
Let's have some fun.
First, we got some hooligans to take care of.
I will resist.
Precision and
I do love this music that's playing. Alright, let's go do this, and Bismuth, intercept this side for me.
World in crimson.
I sent him out to die, unfortunately.
Prepare yourself.
Someone's gotta hold the line on that side for me.
Off with your head.
Oh, Spaghettio. There we go, we're still in the fight.
Desna, guide my hand.
Distract them from me.
How much health do these guys have? Because we are dealing a decent amount of damage. 1,047.
What? Get it?
Your struggles end here.
Run as fast as you can. Alright, Mythic rank 10. What do we get? Greater Mythic Trick, and a Mythic Feat. Oh, we don't have Destructive Shockwave. That's actually really good on our character. As is Flawless Attack. Wait, if I take it, it's the crits. Yeah, Proof Critical, Mythic. Power Attack, Weapon Focus, Sneaky. Huh. I mean, we're landing most of our attacks now, so I think Mythic Sneak Attacker is the way to go. But yeah, I'm surprised I didn't take some of these other feats already. Because I only get so many. Yeah, let's do mobility rank 1, I guess. Maybe what came later. I don't remember what I was talking about. Alright, so athletics rank 3, or low nature rank 3, or perception rank 3. Alright, so the most athletic athlete in the world, and as such your base attack bonus can't be low, not lower than your ranks in athletics. Your base attack bonus is equal to your character level, becomes not less than your ranks in athletics plus 5. Yeah, our BAB is equal to our character level. I don't remember what my athletics is. Let me check real quick. Alright, pick that. So is my BAB going to go up to 64, 69? That's what I'm reading. Do you want to rank 1 mythic tricks? I'm not going to do that. Let's do this. We're at the end. Word of Chaos is more thematic, I think. Yeah, so it's plus 25 versus plus 20. So I guess it just gives you plus 5 plus your, if it's equal to. So it's guaranteed to give you more BAB, which is hard to come by, so that's actually really good. Alright, who is this? Melia.
You can trust me.
Let's do medium armor. And do the assault. So you become adept at fighting in armor fitted with spikes. While wearing medium armor, whenever you hit a target with a melee attack, you deal additional piercing damage equal to 1d6 plus your armor's AC. Regil, Destructive Shockwave is probably okay. Flawless Attacks might be okay as well. Or Weapon Focus. What if I grabbed for him too? Okay. I don't have the right feats. I guess Flawless Attacks. Dare and Improved Initiative. And then Rapid Shot, Mythic. Sure. Looks good to me.
This way.
You should not have come here. I, Areelu Vorlesh, the one you called the Betrayer, have nothing to offer you but death. Karamzadeh, I will give you the chance to avenge your death. Rise.
Curse you, mortal scum! You have struck ice into my heart. I will devour your souls to loosen its freezing grip.
Talk to Sithot about that, buddy.
prove their
Alright, so
logic
the
is
NPCs will hold the
lacking.
line for a bit. Where's Trevor at? I'll have all my guys here. Alright, well she's just gonna start blasting people. Hellfire Ray. We have Weird to cast here. Actually, Nydia might be okay to send over this way.
Or else.
Simply business.
Alright, go get him, guys.
I can still fight.
I have all our buffs out. That's alright. I'll send Nydia back this way to help out.
This obstacle?
Yeah, okay. Good luck, guys. Yeah, I think leaving Nydia behind for that fight is just makes it way too easy. Because you don't need a pre-buff for her to use Weird.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Why are we out of order? Did I do that?
Wherever my legs carry me.
Why buff up there? I would not got this Dwayne
mortal
buff
who
up.
ventured recklessly into the abyss has now reached threshold. In Iz, you struck down my creator and master Discari, but if that makes you dismissive of his echo, if you think I do not pose a threat, then you are greatly mistaken.
You did want to fight me in the abyss, so why are you here now?
I was hunting the hand of the inheritor in the abyss, not you. And what a good hunt it was. But now things are different. Now you are the prey I covet more than anything else.
Where's Discari? Is he too afraid to fight me personally?
Master is in the abyss, in his realm. No, he does not wish to meet with you yet. A demon lord cannot afford 2 deaths in succession. It will kill them permanently.
Out of my way.
No, I'm not afraid of your threats, and there's nothing you could offer me that would make me withdraw. He lost to you. He lost. The great Discari himself lost to a mortal. So what happens if I succeed where the great lord failed? If an echo destroys the one its originator could not defeat, who would that make me? What would it prove? I'll risk my life to know. You are not just my enemy, you are my chance. A chance I won't miss.
Yeah.
After all.
Alright, let's go get
Kneel
him.
before me.
Let's go ahead and haste up. Sorry, what is this? And what is that from? I have no idea. I would think it would be from the ring, but it doesn't say that it is. Is it from the magic domain? But he doesn't have domain spells. Questions, questions, questions. Oh, we got all of our spells back. So we could have buffed up back there. We'll buff up after this.
This one's mine!
Excruciating.
Yeah, not super impressive.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
Alright, good place to camp out for the night. And we're having tacos. Taco Tuesday.
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun!
Alright, should be our last buff sesh. I don't think there's another fight before Areelu, right? So I don't think the mirror image and this stack.
I'll watch your back.
All of these are important because Areelu does cycle through different elements, or has different elemental summons or of herself. Don't remember the exact details, but it is important to have a bunch of elemental resistances and protections up. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt.
Ask nicely.
Should we proceed?
I don't steal. I encourage people to save the poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet. Missed me already?
Alright, keeps trying not to buff Bismuth. He's just as deserving his buffs as anybody else.
Rules are made to be broken.
So we go that way. Let's look this way, dead end.
Trail me. What's in wait for me there? Shall we move? We shall move.
Alright, last round of buffs.
Open your heart to me.
I'm just gonna leave that on.
Decide already.
Something wrong?
Pop that. That.
Welcome your company.
I heed the voice of the spirit.
Skip the pleasantries.
No summons till we get inside.
Well,
Who, me?
Going to haste it up. We should be all set.
This is where it happened. It was here that I conducted the ritual, sewing my soul and the essence of the abyss together, feeling the world change around me as every stitch brought Galarian closer to the abyss. And it was here that even though you have no memory of it, I did the same to your soul. A researcher must not have any personal feelings for the subjects of their experiments. And yet, I find myself unable to remain completely detached from the world wound. I created it. I allowed it to be. It holds a place in my heart, even if I'm slowly paying for it with my life. A researcher must be particularly resilient in the face of mistakes, incorrect hypotheses, and failed experiments. You are my failed experiment. I think I'll feel some regret for ending your current life. But you can rest assured that such sentiments will not stop me.
Got knocked over my water bottle. I can tell you've been preparing this place for battle. There's more to it, am I right? I sense various spells waiting to be activated, and there's something else. Something deadly.
You're so adept at magic. Of course, I've been preparing for our meeting. And hopefully I've prepared well.
You've done all this just to save your child.
Yes. And no. Even if I could have brought back my son, I wouldn't have stopped at that. I wouldn't have been satisfied. Not after what I'd gone through. Not after the things I'd learned.
Oh, also, my parents got a kitten, 2 months old, when it saw it today.
I wanted to become stronger. And I wished the same for my child. I didn't want to be afraid of anything. It wasn't the dogs of Threshold, or even Sarkoris itself, that threatened us. It was the laws of a world governed by death, weakness, and separation. That is why I needed the power of the Nahindrian crystals.
Oh,
I
I
did
have
not
no
wish
idea.
to merely stave off the agony of the wound.
A little black cat.
I wanted to tear my son from the grasp of everything that makes us weak and mortal.
With the big old ears. They named it Scully. Not after the woman from X-Files. It's spelled S-K-U-L-L-Y.
You have seen a goddess. You have been face to face with demon lords. Were you awed by their greatness? Do you enjoy living in a world where your entire life cycle has been predetermined? Where everything, from your birth to what will happen to your soul after you die, has been decided for you? Or do you find, now that you have experienced the mythic power coursing through your blood, that you prefer to live in a world that you can change? A world that offers you a chance to be anything you want.
I enjoy having power, only because it allows me to make the world a better place.
I also want to make the world a better place. But not for everyone. Only for the one person I care about.
Why did you call me your failed experiment?
When I poured what was left of my son's soul into your soul, I was expecting it to bring him back. They say death and the judgment of Pharasma purges the soul of everything it once was in life. But this cannot be true. I have researched this subject meticulously and have collected enough evidence to prove that supernatural beings born from mortal souls can recall their past. Sometimes partially, sometimes fully. I watched you day and night waiting for it to happen. For your memory to awaken, or your instincts at least. For anything familiar, something I could immediately recognize. I tested you. I asked you questions and... nothing. Nothing.
You merge remnants of your son's soul with mine, so why do you want to harm me?
If a hypothesis is proven wrong, it needs to be rejected. But the research process does not stop there. That is all I can tell you right now.
What do you mean? We're about to have our final confrontation. You can't tell me after the fact. You've been carrying the wound in your soul for a long time. Does that mean you will die soon?
It will kill me eventually. But I still have some time left. Years. Or decades, perhaps. But it doesn't matter. One of us will die today.
What happened if one of us steps into the wound?
The tearing of the soul, followed by a cruel and terrible death. But it will likely be quick.
I have no more questions.
And it's finally time to end all this.
Excited to see this. Also says Dragon Mythic Path, not Gold Dragon. Well, stop. The wound may be killing our souls. We can find a way to solve this without bloodshed.
Asking me to stop is like asking a river not to flow, or a volcano not to erupt.
Well, some volcanoes don't erupt.
Death is not the end. I have spent 100 years trying to prove it, and I will not stop now. This experiment was unsuccessful, but that just means I need to adjust the initial conditions and try again. I am still alive. I still have time. You, the current you, will have to die, but only to surrender the soul you share with my son. I will start over. This time I will do everything differently. I will work with even greater precision. I will turn the world upside down if I must. I promise.
Alright, let's beat her up.
Go over there.
On my first rodeo. Darren, start summoning stuff. Oh, she came to us. That was a mistake. Maybe.
Time to share your treasures!
I'll cut you wide open.
I'm gonna throw that out. Why not? More summons! They keep getting like melted immediately. But that means we get more spiders! And more summons! Well, everything but ends this time. I'm excited for my Azada run. We're gonna have so many summons and animal companions. That was pretty easy.
I never thought that I would be responsible for the creation of my most powerful enemy.
I can see you, Suture. Show yourself.
I've been waiting for you to get distracted so I can stab you in the back.
Also, that's probably one of my most watched clips on YouTube, is the last March of the Ents. Absolutely love that scene. I've uncovered your plan. The spells in this chamber, they're designed to kill you if something goes wrong. You're preparing for this outcome from the start. Am I right?
How very perceptive. But you didn't think I would make it easy, did you? I won't let you win. You need me alive. You want to use me to close the wound, but I can destroy myself before you have a chance.
You're welcome to try.
Certainly.
My lady, I will fight for you!
I'm not going to flee for my life. You need me to seal the wound, don't you? You think you've won? No. We have both lost.
Let the duel commence.
I can always sacrifice myself.
Cover me, alright?
Aw, man, I feel bad killing Suture.
Out of my sight!
Alright, I think Quarry fell off here.
Attack commence.
It seems I've made a mistake.
Am I at my limit?
Oh, he's in a pit spell.
Die! Die! Die!
Stabby was that. Why not both? Tactical retreat! No?
Want to lose me?
Distract them for me. I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
Alright, Darren, I need you to come back up, buddy.
Me. All I see is blackness. Burn! Slice! Behead! No, is all of this blood mine? Never thought I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
You are stronger than I could have anticipated. As your creator, I should be proud to be defeated by the one I have imbued with power. Is there any higher praise? But I'm tired. You won't hear me pleading. Let us finish this experiment here and now.
I'm not going to sacrifice you, Areelu.
Then what are you going to do? Sacrifice your own life to seal the wound? Just turn around and leave?
It's time to play one final joke on everyone. Except this time, I'm the punchline. The siphon brimming with planar essence explodes in a spatter of multicolored sparks. They wrap around you and drag you toward the edge of the rift, drowning the world in a cacophony of sounds and screams. The walls of the threshold shudder, the very fabric of reality is bursting at the seams. The titanic seams that are rapidly proliferating as Golarion is fused with a dozen other planes. Something's wrong here. There we go. So we're still in combat. Yeah, Ridley thinks that you need her to close the wound, but it's like she doesn't anticipate that you would sacrifice yourself to do it. The best start to every day. Life and death, destiny and great deeds, answers to mysteries, the search for one's true path. The mind can comprehend all of these. And then such concepts can be written down, as a sequence of formulas, a series of lines, a chain of thought. Still, the moment always comes when it is time to wrap up, to reach a conclusion, to put a period at the end of the last sentence. Or should it be an ellipses instead? An empty space where the description of the end result should be. After all, a century of crusades changed nothing. The gaping world wound remained on the face of Golarion. By refusing to close the world wound, the commander destroyed his only chance of healing the wound that was slowly killing him. But it's worth it to pull off a joke on such an epic scale. What was once called the world wound turned into the crossroads of worlds, open to every outsider at once. Any mortal who ventured there was at constant risk of becoming collateral damage and the struggle between angels and demons, or between devils and azatas. Now what kind of ending was that? No. It all went completely differently. Fine, then how about this? According to every law of nature and magic, the unclosed world wound should have killed the commander, but he is not one to bow down before any law. Some say he found a way of cheating death. People cross paths with him here and there to this day. He helps some and plays cruel jokes on others. What was once called the World Wound turned into the Crossroads of Worlds, a vibrant, inconceivable place bustling with outsiders. Instead of crusaders, the place was a hub that drew scientists, treasure hunters, merchants, and other collectors of curios from all over Galarian. I hope this narrative is more to your liking, and please do not interrupt. Allow me to finish writing up my report on this experiment. I'm not going to read the rest of this. Good old King Thaberdine. So it seems like regardless, she becomes the Redeemer Queen. Even if you defeat her on the Trickster path. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that decision. Is that exclusive to the Trickster Mythic path? Yeah, they turned the arena into a circus. I feel like if they know that the commander's camp gave a symbol of freedom for runaway slaves in the Abyss, would the demons not go there to intercept them? Tales of the commander's sexual insatiability circulated through the 10,000 delights. The more outlandish claims was that the commander once had intercourse with a fecal demon from Colafir. Yeah, if you sacrifice yourself, it'll close the wound, but each path also has their own unique ending, which doesn't necessarily mean that they sacrifice themselves. I think I did on my legend path, but then my willpower brought me back. I don't remember the legend ending so well. Hey, Zidana. Fam's doing well, and the cats are doing well. We just had a birthday party for the kid today. It's not our birthday today, but we celebrated it. That's why I started my stream late. We took a while to get back from that, pick everything up, and send everybody home. We invited a bunch of her friends from the play group she goes to. Oh yeah, she had a blast. Now we had a couple pools set up. We had a sprinkler thing set up as well. So there's a water party because it's extremely hot. Got a bunch of hair ties. She absolutely loves hair ties. Stoked about that. Like, there's a whole box of hair ties and clips and stuff. Keep this in my spot. Really, we didn't find all of his notes. Which ones did I miss? That's awfully nice of Camellia. Or Mariah, as she's called now. Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't get the ending that I like for Darren. I guess the best ending. We don't have to actually kill Leoder. You convince Inquisitor Leoder to put Darren under your charge. Man, Celsius got quite the summary. Okay, so this is partially the Trickster Mythic Path. Is he the only one that's affected by the Trickster Path? And Aaron Kerr, I think that's one of the guys you find him painting. Also, that's a first. No, I guess Woljif and Darren also had intertwined epilogues. Yeah, I'm not reading it this time. I think I read them last time. I beat it. This is my second time beating it on this character, so I'm not not too concerned with reading it again. So we've seen it all before with this character. There should be a couple new slides, though. Huh. A lot of Camellia got for Trevor. I remember that one. Yeah. And Reginald's bleaching got reversed by 100 years. Because of the trick the Trickster played. I feel like Reginald shouldn't be pursuing her anymore. She's not a demon at this point. There's still a little bit more left. Also, it looks like we didn't get Camellia's
And what of me, the writer of
slide.
these words? The half-demon witch known as the architect of the world wound. I was defeated. The victor spared my life in a gesture that was not quite a boon, not quite charity. I was left without hope, without a chance of finding a purpose again. I lived out my remaining days in an isolated cottage, far from everyone, needed by none, discovered by none. I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Not only of my life, but of the commander's also.
Take care, Matthew. I should be able to stream tomorrow as well.
The tale of such an illustrious figure would pique even a goddess's curiosity. Now you know everything. I await your verdict, goddess.
Intervene. That's not really a good Trickster option here, but let's go with this one. I appeal to your mercy. Of all the gods, Amade was the only one to fight against the World Wound. Even you, Pharasma, stood by and did nothing. Doesn't that suggest that the World Wound was not so great a threat to the universe, and Areelu's crimes were not as heinous as claimed? Oh, I didn't have very good, well, it was okay.
The laws of the universe have existed for millennia. They are incontrovertible. You wrought great evil, while it stemmed from the evil that was done to you. Your actions far exceeded it. Your soul is dark, and there is only one place for you in the universe. I shall send you to the abyss, plane of pain and fury, suffering and privation. That which you have done to others will now be done to you. So be it.
So be it.
Now you, the mortal who has risen so high as to stand boldly in the presence of the goddess of fate. You have done the impossible, and you will be remembered as long as this universe exists. You have earned your peace.
So I think you have to sacrifice Areelu to, come back? So I thought the Trickster could just come back. That's what happened last time. So I had to make a different choice this time around. Whoopsies. That means we don't get to see that extra ending slide. We also didn't get to see... There's none for the DLC either. There's one for the Midnight Isles, but not for the A Dance of Masks. There's supposed to be new romance slides if you do the romance stuff in the new DLC. Which I did, but I think because I didn't make the right choices and sacrifice Areelu, I didn't get to see it. On her fate, yes. I think Pharasma worshippers do get extra lines here. And there's also some dialogue if you're a Lich and you worship Pharasma. I don't know if it's talking to Pharasma or not, but in general. We've seen the other Trickster ending regardless, where he brings himself back. Well, no, he even said that they... No, I did come back. They said they saw me help people and play cruel jokes, so I don't know why I was talking to Pharasma there. By the way, that's it for the Trickster run. We are done with the Trickster finally. It's been a while, but I had to wait for them to release all the content for the game. As of now, they don't plan on making any new content for Wrath of the Righteous. I know they're working on some new projects. So now when I play through each mythic path, that'll be the final playthrough. I shouldn't have to go back and revisit anything. So we'll start a new playthrough tomorrow. But hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. That's gonna do it for the Trickster. Yeah, but I don't think my character can die. Yeah, we'll do a stream tomorrow. At least that's the plan. No, Gold Dragon's still in hiatus until they decide if they're adding a quest or not. They're seeing how the devil content is received, and then they're going to decide whether or not to add a new Gold Dragon quest. So, we're going to pick up, we're going to start the Skaldazada run next. Alright, take care everybody.